All right, here we are for a run and drive video of our 66 Mustang GT. Got all the lights going. It's been running for just a little bit, so it's starting to come up in temperature. A little low on fuel. You'll see the gas gauge is a little above E, but I'll throw some in it later and take a picture of it, show you gas gauge works, you know, properly. All gauges work, clock, RPM gauge. You can see the fog lights are working properly. That's kind of a common problem. Those aren't working. Just running nice and smooth. So for you of you who don't know, the fog light switch is right here. You just go down. And then the flasher switch is just right here. So it shuts nice. I said there was just a back speaker, but the front speaker, I forgot about the total factory front speaker here. That sounds good. All right, I'm gonna get the seat belt ready to go here. Actually, I wanted to show you the windows. Go down really nice and smooth. Wing windows, nothing's broken. Lock nice. Kids love these windows. Nice and tight too. They're not gonna flap around to the wind. You don't need a stack of nickels. Again, nice and smooth. And what's nice is this rotates on here. The window cranks, if they get froze up, it's a nightmare to roll down. They'll just tear your fingers up. All right, so seat belts adjust properly and smoothly. Those can get a little tight over time. And the seat belts are original. So they might be a little bit discolored, but I don't think they make aftermarket seat belts yet in this color. So a really nice and easy to turn. See, oil pressure's good, amps are good, temps up, a little bit above E, nothing crazy, so we'll run the risk, but yeah, I've had it down to E and it reads properly. I've had a full tank in this also, so I'm gonna get cranking here. Works good. That's the high speed. Oh, we only got one speed in this 66, so. And I think seatbelts were still an option, so not surprising to get just one speed there. All right, hopefully you guys can see everything operating here. You never know, sometimes I get the GoPro a little high. Apologize if it is, we won't know till the end. A cool little keychain. No cruise control to test on this old girl. It's just the way I like it, you drive them. But it is amazing to be able to have somebody be the short-time caretaker for some of these vehicles. I've always loved emberglo. I'll pull over right here real quick. I didn't show you the reverse action working properly. But I always love this color, and to get a real 66 GT is so cool. Oops, I gave a little too much gas there, but it works properly. And you want to go down on this. You can see it's all lighting up properly. You want to start off in the green dot. So, first, second, third. It's just a great little driver. It's a beautiful car. He gets a ton of compliments. I mean, the color, you know, you pretty much, the color just always looks good, whether it's a little dusty or dirty or all shined up. But when it's shined up and clean, the gloss and the polish on this is really nice. The front windshield has been replaced at some point in time. But all the other glass, wing windows, rear window, everything is original with the Carlight logo, which is amazing. It's just kind of like one of those things I love. We're gonna get out here. Hopefully traffic allows. We're gonna get on the highway. Get behind this old Platinum here. But it's just really enjoyable to drive with this paint quality, the shine, the shape of the 65, 66s. The first gen Mustang I had was in 2011, I believe. It was a 66. Blue with black interior automatic, and I've always loved the cars, but that was the first one I had. and I really then understood like how the craze started back then and how people just fell in love with them, because I've been absolutely in love with the 65, 66s since then. I currently have a 66 coupe, 289, nothing special, but it's got, you know, I got 2 little kids, so it's got the patina paint job, so I could stress a little less. But I just love the hood lines and the fender lines. You know, we're going about, the speedometer is correct on this thing. I've timed it with one of those police deals. You know, about 55, we're about 2,300 RPMs. Just, I mean, it just is really, really easy. If you've ever owned a classic car that's stressful, or if you're not comfortable with somebody driving it, this is definitely not it. You can throw anybody in this and tell them to go down the road and get some beers or some groceries. Turn signal works correctly. It does on the other side too. You can see the green. But this is one of those rigs you don't have to be stressed out about. You can take it out for car shows. I did a car show. You know, I've actually owned this for longer than I should have. But, it's been about 6-7 months. Gosh, I don't want to count the months, but I've just really enjoyed it. But it is the business. I got to move them. But you can see how easy this thing. If you ever heard of a one-fingered turn, it's like, this is amazing. It's like, why modern vehicles aren't this way? I mean, 1966, and look how easy this thing is to turn. It's just a really enjoyable and comfortable vehicle. It's a classic where you get in and drive it, this Mustang in general, because it's so well sorted and so well done that you know you're in a classic car, but it really does not feel like it. It is really well mannered, really nimble, feels really light on the gas on the gas pedal, if that makes any sense. Never ever does not. It never stumbles. It never, you know, falls on its face. You know, just like that, punch it, downshifts, didn't pop. It's just come heavy on the brake. It's not pulling, shaking, anything. You know, it's just an awesome car, and whoever gets it is going to be really pleased. We're going to come into some turns up here. You're going to see how well this thing goes around some 90 corners. You know, downshifts nice. And it's just a tight 90. There's no rattles in this at all. Nothing from the undercarriage, nothing from the doors, the windows. It is very, very tight. You really couldn't do anything to this car mechanically or, you know, aesthetically, you know, to improve it. It's just tight. So it's just nice to see that I know somebody went through and thoughtfully restored this car, did everything properly, did the right seals, made sure everything was tight, didn't leave anything undone, or a future issue to come, because it's just, when you ride in it, you know, and I've had a ton of classic vehicles of all eras, and the first time I drove this, I was like, man, this one was done right. This was well sorted. Didn't have really much for us to do to it. I had the transmission serviced, had the rear end serviced. I had a slight powertrain vibration going down the road at highway speeds. So we took the drive line off, got it rebalanced by Northwest Drive Lines, who do all of our work. They're pretty much a nationwide company now, and did some heavy duty U-joints, and this thing's just been dynamite. And put a new battery in it too. It had one that looked like factory, you know, but I kind of noticed that if I had the stereo going when it wasn't running for too long, it would kind of die out. So I just wanted to replace that, make sure that's good for the new owner. I mean, as you can see me driving this, it's just been absolutely easy, and it's just enjoyable. You cannot help but drive this and not have a smile on your face. It's just give it a little gas, really quick shifts, really quick downshifts, really quick, nice solid upshifts, and just that acceleration is right there when you want it. It is timed perfectly. The carburetor's tuned perfectly. It can idle for 30 minutes. It doesn't load up. You hit traffic. I did a car show in Seattle. Came back, you know, ton of traffic and 0 issues. I mean, I wasn't even stressed out at that point. You know, at first, of course, I'm an old rig. I start watching the gauges, but after a little bit, I didn't anymore. So, good luck, everybody, and congratulations to the owner, because it's amazing.